Hello, this is Tim Bryce with the National Weather Service here in El Paso. This is a special web briefing for the potential of heavy rain Tuesday through Thursday. This web briefing was recorded Monday, September 9th, 2013 in the afternoon. All right, what are we talking about? Well, there is a potential for heavy rain basically starting tonight out west of the Continental Divide. The moisture plume will begin to shift back into New Mexico starting tonight. So there is a threat of flash flooding starting tonight where we have a flash flood watch, and then it's going to spread across the entire all of southern New Mexico and into far west Texas. And that threat's going to continue Tuesday through Thursday. I know that there may be a few outdoor events planned on Wednesday for 9/11, so people who are in charge of planning those events need to keep this in mind. For Thursday into Friday, looks like the moisture plume may try to shift a little bit back to the west, so the threat for heavy rain will shift back west of the Continental Divide. This could be a very beneficial rain event if we can spread the rain out over several days. We could put a nice dent in our drought. But unfortunately, it does look like, especially on Tuesday into Wednesday, we could see periods of very heavy rain falling in a short amount of time, which, of course, could lead to flash flooding. This is one of the products that we look at. It's a 5-day rain estimate out of the Weather Prediction Center. Now, they historically underestimate the amount of rain that we get during some of our rain events. And in this case, that dark purple, they're expecting 2 inches of rain, and in the lighter purple, 1.5 inches of rain. So they're expecting for most of the area to get 1.5 inches of rain. And like I said, they do have a habit of underestimating it. We're looking at thinking most of the area is going to see 1 to 4 inches of rain by Friday. So that's just something to keep in mind. Where's the moisture plume now? Well, as you can see on this map, most of southern New Mexico is clear, but the clouds, as you can see, are in eastern Arizona, and just a sliver of the boot heel. That you can see that plume. It comes up out of Mexico, up into eastern Arizona, and then up into Utah and western Colorado. That plume is what's going to shift back in our direction, and that's where you get some really heavy rains in that plume, especially when you combine it with a area of low pressure. So we have in the upper part of the atmosphere to our west, we have an area of low pressure, and circulation around that is counterclockwise. To our east, we have an area of high pressure where the circulation around it is clockwise. And these act as, like, if you can imagine, 2 big rollers or kind of a squeegee, and they're going to be turning, and they're going to pull up all this moisture that's to our south and pull it into southern New Mexico and far west Texas. So this is what things look like on Tuesday. You can see lots of moisture spread across New Mexico with lots of rain. Here's the same, you'd almost think it was the same picture, but this is 24 hours later. So this is on Wednesday. You can see that the moisture is still sitting smack right on top of southern New Mexico, and again with lots of rain. By Thursday, this particular model has had the upper level ridge, push a little west, and that has slid the deeper moisture back west of the Continental Divide. This model thinks that moisture is going to slide a little further to the west, but another one of the models we're saying is that the moisture plume will still be sitting on us on Thursday. So the threat of heavy rain continues into Thursday. So what are some of our uncertainties? Well, believe it or not, too much cloud cover may be a problem for us. We're definitely going to have moisture moving in, and if we get too much clouds, that'll help really reduce the number of thunderstorms we've seen. And it's in those thunderstorms that they're the ones that are most efficient at producing that very, very heavy rain in a short amount of time. So instead, there is the potential that we get this clouds and we just get a light rain for a day or so. Another uncertainty will be where the pockets of heavy rain will fall. It's always a challenge on trying to figure out exactly who's going to get the very heavy rain. We will be, of course, focusing on perhaps some flood sensitive areas like the burn scar in Grant, Sierra counties. And will it last into Friday? We've had one of the models is kind of hinting that this moisture in no way is going to be in any hurry to move out. and it may even linger into Friday. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Also, we're getting to the time of year that we could see some fog, especially later in the week, Friday and Saturday mornings. If we were to clear out, you could see some fog and some dense fog develop in areas that receive some rain. So looking real quickly at some warnings and watches. Currently, there is a flash flood watch out. It starts out for tonight for basically Grant and Hidalgo counties west of the Continental Divide there, and then it'll spread across all of southern New Mexico, so that would be Sierra, Luna, Doña Ana, and Otero counties, and West Texas, El Paso, and Hudspeth counties on Tuesday. What else we could see in the future? Well, we could definitely see an extension of the flash flood watch because it does look like the threat will last into Wednesday and maybe even into Thursday. We'll see flood advisories, and as rain starts to fall, it depends on where it falls and how quickly, we could see some flash flood warnings. So again, looking at a summary real quickly, flash flood will be possible, especially in the heavier rains on Tuesday and Wednesdays. Again, if you have an outdoor event planned for 9/11 on Wednesday, just keep that in mind. Also, flood-sensitive areas like the Burnt Scar and Grant and Sierra counties could see some heavy rain, and so we need to be aware of those impacts. Dense fog is possible for the locations that receive heavier rain early in the week, and that the chance for dense fog is probably, like I said, Friday or Saturday. So emergency managers and anyone in charge of a venue event needs to be aware and continue to monitor this the forecasts and statements that we issue. So again, I want to thank you for joining me. For the latest information, you can check out our websites at weather.gov/El Paso, or you can find us on our social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube. So thanks for joining me, and stay tuned for the latest updates.